Trying to get into anime? Check out this show. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Ray Reviews, where Ray, will break down comics, movies, TV shows, video games, and everything in between. So without further ado, let's get into it. So before I get into the episode, I really want to start this off with the story time. So back in the day, I wasn't the biggest anime guy. I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. I had watched shows that had like kind of anime-ish art styles, but weren't traditional animes, like the old Fantastic Four show that came on Cartoon Network eventually, like stuff like that. But it wasn't till a good friend of mine, Jason Hutchins, you watching? Shout out to you. Make sure to check out his Twitch page, DayJ Streams on Twitch. Also follow him on Insta. Shout out. But no, it wasn't until I had started to like watch My Hero Academia and all the other shows like Black Clover and stuff like that that I really actually got to go and really get into anime. So for all the people out there who are like trying to figure out if it's their thing, trust me, I get it. I'm on your side. I know the struggle. So let me tell you, this show I'm about to tell you is pretty good. You're probably going to like it. So enough build up. The episode today is going to be about Netflix's anime AKAME God Kill, which I know sounds like a mouthful, but it's a pretty good show. It's on Netflix. Duh. It's 24 episodes. Yeah, every episode is like 20 minutes, so it's a good binge if you really want to just knock it out. And the story flows perfectly. There's not that many filler episodes. I feel like this show couldn't afford filler episodes because of the story that it's telling. That's good. I feel like a thing that really pushes people away from anime is just the story elements. Like some of it is just so out there, and I understand it. Some stuff isn't cool. Like I'm not afraid to say, I wasn't the biggest Naruto fan. Just wasn't for me because I felt like some of the stuff just I couldn't really approach. Same with Dragon Ball. Also very big anime show, just not for me. I like shows kind of based in reality, and I know that's a hard reach for anime because everything is usually like superpowers or magic, something like that. But this show is actually pretty good. So it follows this character Tatsume. He is from a small village in this world where there's a huge capital. It's kind of like Hunger Games in the sense that the capital is where the rich live, and then there's different districts in the world, and they're usually poor. So the goal in life is to train in your village and then come to the capital, try to serve as a soldier, get paid, and then just give your money back to your village or invest it into yourself. So Tatsumi is trying to be the diplomat and trying to really be that good guy. So he ventures out with his two friends. They go to the capital in hopes to be soldiers and everything, and they end up getting separated. I don't remember how. But he tries to get into being a soldier and gets rejected. And then add insult to injury, he meets this pretty girl who ends up bamboozling him and steals up all his money. And now he's broke and homeless in a place that he has no idea what he's doing. So he's faced with the option of going home, where a socialite comes and she invites him to stay the night, and he takes her up on the offer, and turns out she has nefarious plans for him. She is very sick and demented and gets off on torturing people that are less fortunate than her. And it's not until Tatsume meets a group of assassins who really open his eyes to this show. And I feel like the themes in this show work so well and are so realistic that like it's the perfect anime to get into if you're starting out, or if you're just not into the mysticism of magic, or you don't want freaking superpowers. I mean, there's a bit of both in the show, but it's not overdone. Like, it's handled very well. So the assassins inform Tatsume, he's like, hey, the way that this town works is really messed up. If you're rich, you can do whatever you want. There's a head honcho. He's like, Not the king, which is weird. You naturally think it would be like a king who's bad, but the king is a child who is under the influence of the bad guy who is just, he's terrible. He's the worst guy out there. So I really liked this show. I loved I liked the pace of it. It was, like I said, there wasn't really any filler episodes. It was just story, 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 more story. If there was any kind of filler things, it was like quick backstories to help you understand the characters' motives. So everyone felt very developed. I gotta say, the show did take me on quite a ride. I didn't expect like so many characters. I don't want to spoil anything because it's such a good show, but I didn't expect so many characters to come in and out of the show the way that they did. Um, but no, if you are in the market for a brand new anime, I wouldn't say brand new. It came out in 2014, but it's kind of relatively new on Netflix, and it's dubbed, so you wouldn't have to read. Um, Definitely give it a shout out. Tell me what you think in the comments, and just let me know, man. But also, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Tell me what you want to see me review next, right? Have a good one.